So here's a thought. What if the most important thing you could ever disrupt isn't some big industry, but actually yourself? That's the powerful idea we're diving into today, right from Jay Samit's amazing book, Disrupt You.
And Smith starts his story not with some huge success, but with a quote that, wow, it just hits you, especially if you've ever had a big dream. He says, "I was sure I had figured out how to become a billionaire. I was wrong." I mean, that kind of honesty about failing, that's what really sets the stage for everything that comes next.
So let's go back. The year is 1984. A super ambitious 24-year-old Jay Samit thinks he has it all figured out. He's got this incredible high-tech lottery kiosk, and he is convinced this is his ticket. He puts everything on the line, only to watch it all crumble when the contract gets pulled. Just like that, it's gone.
But in that dark moment, tossing and turning in some hotel room, feeling totally defeated, that's when the magic happened. Something just shifted. Instead of getting stuck on what he'd lost, he started doing something he now calls self-disrupting. He literally started to take himself apart, piece by piece. What are my skills? What do I actually believe? Why do I tackle problems this way?
And that deep dive led him to ask a totally different kind of question. See, it wasn't, oh, why did I fail? It was, okay, wait a minute. How can I use this failed machine in a completely different way? He stopped seeing it as a lottery kiosk. Instead, he saw it for what it was, a piece of technology, a bundle of capabilities just waiting for a new problem to solve.
This is what he calls the pivot. It's that critical moment. It's like taking a Lego creation that didn't work, breaking it all down to the individual bricks, your skills, your assets, your knowledge, and then using those same exact bricks to build something totally new, something that solves a different problem.
And check this out. This is the result of that pivot. On the left, you have the failed idea, the lottery kiosk. And on the right, the exact same machine, but now it's a successful airport information booth. He was at LAX, saw this empty info desk, and it just clicked. The solution to that problem was sitting in his garage, disguised as his biggest failure.
Okay, so this whole story perfectly sets up one of the book's biggest ideas, the huge difference between innovation and disruption. Because, let's be clear, they are not the same thing at all. See, we get this mixed up all the time. Samit says there's a world of difference between just making something better and making it completely obsolete. And he has this, well, it's a perfect analogy to make it stick.
Think about it like this, and yeah, this might remind you of a certain Indiana Jones movie. Innovation, that's making a better sword. It's sharper, it's stronger, it's perfectly balanced, it's awesome. But disruption, disruption is bringing a gun to that sword fight. The sword is suddenly useless. The entire game has changed instantly. So, to put a finer point on it, here's what disruption really is. It's when a new product or tech doesn't just compete in the old market. It creates a whole new one. It makes the old one irrelevant. I mean, think about what Netflix did to Blockbuster, or what digital cameras did to Kodak film. The old way isn't just worse, it's gone.
All right, so this is all great for businesses, right? But what about us? How do we take this massive idea of disruption and apply it to ourselves? How do you become the one making the changes in your own life instead of just reacting to them? Well, it all starts with what Samit calls self-disruption. And really, it's like doing an audit on yourself. It's about having the guts to question everything, what you believe, what you think your limits are, even what your goals are. This isn't just theory. Samit swears this is the secret behind all of his biggest wins. And here's how you can start. He talks about analyzing your internal value chain. Just think of yourself as a company for a second. First, your perceptions. Are you seeing problems everywhere, or are you spotting opportunities? Then, your actions. Are the things you're doing actually getting you results? What about your strengths? How are you putting them out there? And maybe the most important one, where are you spending all your energy? The idea is to find the weakest link in that personal chain and fix it. That's where the real growth happens. So, when you do all this work, when you really start to understand disruption and analyze yourself, it all leads you to a pretty big choice, a real fork in the road for your life and your career. And it really boils down to this one powerful, little uncomfortable quote. He says, you have a choice, pursue your dreams or be hired by someone else to help them fulfill their dreams. Wow. I mean, that's it, right? It's a wake-up call that every single day you're making a choice about whose vision you're building. So after all this, the entire book, this whole idea,
It all comes down to a single question. The tools are here, the mindset is laid out for you, the path is clear. But the only question that really matters is the one you have to answer for yourself. Are you gonna do it?